Negar, Valar, Albania. Hello from Valar, Albania. Welcome back. I know it's been a while since I did my last video. Today's video is gonna be is Americans complaining of Albania. Let it be whatever part of Albania there will be. But right now we're gonna use Valar because that's where I'm at. And the person that I'm going to use as an example was complaining about this city, Valar, and I'm an American from Utah. So the question is complaining about a city, certain things, is it valid? Is it like facts? Is it something that would break you from coming here and living here? Would you take that into consideration to making that decision to move, or maybe even visit? Or is it just an American with her American entitlement, and it's just basically more of a personal, taking it personal and making it out to be more than what it really is? That's what we're going to talk about today. And make sure you put that bell so you can be notified of my videos. Interact. You can send questions. I'm gladly to respond. So let's get to it. So, I've been here for 4 months. To me, Valar is beautiful. Is it perfect? I don't believe there's no, it's not, everything is not perfect, right? There's no such thing as 100% perfect in the world, right? But is it great here? Yes, it really is. And it's booming. Valar is a fast growing city, and I mean it is growing fast, right? Now, this individual mainly puts, I don't know if they have a YouTube, but they put their contact on TikTok and complains about Valar. And these are some of the complaints. One is that it's rude. Some rude people. Well, in reality, everywhere you go, you're gonna find good people, bad people, tall people, short people, rude people, not rude people. It's all unto your interpretation of what is rude. It isn't like she gave an example exactly. I would have to question it because I've been here 4 months. She's only been here, her husband only been here 3 weeks. Freshly off the plane, off the boat, out of the water, you know. She's an immigrant here, just freshly here. So I have to really question it. And the reason why I question it is because I feel when you sell everything in your country, in the United States, and you want to come live here, I think you should look at not only look at, the cost of living, the money exchange, which, the US dollar is sinking, can you work from home? How is the visa process? There's so many aspects, right, that you need to look at before you make that journey here. Right? But one of the things I ask people to do is also read on the history of this country. This country has an amazing, strong history, much more than your country. But hey, that's another video. Very strong country. So the people here in Albania have strong characters. They're very, very, very proud of their country. I mean, their flag is I find, is the boldest, strongest flag in all other countries. I mean, it's red with 2 eagles. It's a bold flag. So it says a lot about their characters, who they are. learn, right? Read on it. So when you come here, you'll understand a little more on why they are the way they are. You first got here, right? You're living in an area that's mainly tourists here, right? There's some people that do live here, but tourists come here, right? So you just got here. The people here are, you know, they don't know you, right? For them, it's like you're a tourist. You came and you're gonna leave, right? So they don't know you. So some of them have that strong, like I said, they have strong characters. They carry themselves strong. They have a strong look when they're staring at you. It's very strong. You know, it's not a soft little look, or it's not a soft, you know, melted away type of person. It's just you could see it. So when she's complaining about this one particular supermarket, she said she went to a supermarket, they were rude there, and that was all I got, right? So I'm thinking, well, if you didn't like that supermarket, maybe she went to another supermarket. But the point is, you gotta think. This person that works in the supermarket, which I'm gonna say is probably a young lady, I don't know, but mostly all the supermarkets I've gone has been young ladies as cashiers. Maybe she's had a rough day. Now, you know, in your country, you run into people like that. You know, they're rough, they have so much in their mind, they gotta pay bills, they got this, they got that. The money is not giving for everything. So they come into work with just like a stone face, and that's it. The point is, she does her job. Her job is to ring your stuff. If you ask for a bag, what they do here in Albania, they go, they grab the bag, and they place it on top of your item. You have to pack it up, right? And she shows you the price, and you pay, and that's it. That's her job. Her job is not to be like you come in and you say hello, and as soon as she hears your accent, she knows you're an American, and she's supposed to like what, do a whole backflip and start clapping, hug you, be like, oh my God, an American. What would we do without Americans? You know, like, and I say that because in her video, she said, yeah, they're rude and they don't like Americans. And this is when I think is, so are you critiquing it more of your feelings were hurt because she didn't do a parade? Or you are critiquing and saying, these are the things I don't like because they're truly are a breaker? You know, this is it your emotion, your feelings, or you're being a truly critique person? I don't like when people put their emotions on critiques, you know? We don't need emotion, right? Because when other people are looking at videos, right, because they also want to probably move to the city, I want to find out more how things are in Albania. You know, they want to hear opinions without your feelings. These are the facts. When you come here, this is how it's done. A, B, C, boo, boo. Without your whole emotion, without your little heartbreak. Oh no, they didn't kiss my ass because, you know, I'm an American. That lady never said she hated Americans. You took it upon yourself to say she hates Americans. You hate each other in the United States. So I don't know what's your problem, you know? I don't, that part I don't understand. You in your own country, y'all hate each other. Y'all argue among each other. You unalive each other. You have so much hate. You're rude. You're extremely rude. I mean, look who's running your country. A freaking clown. An evil, hateful individual. That's who's running your country. So for the audacity to you to come here and say all the people were rude in the supermarket. What? I've been here 4 months. My experience has been this. I went to a supermarket. There's tons of supermarkets. I go to a lot of different supermarkets. I'll say presendeti. Presendeti is hello. A lot of them just say hello. Very stone, very to the point. Hello. Do I get my feeling? No, I don't get my feeling hurt. She didn't speak Albanian back. I'm trying, right? I didn't get my feelings hurt because she didn't smile. Or I didn't get my feelings hurt because she should have toned down her tone with me. That is so petty. That is beyond petty. No. I learned that when they take the bag, I want a bag, and they put it top of my stuff, or they just put it in a counter, it's for me to pack it. It's not rude, it's just that's how it's done here in Albania. I mean, like, how? But we come from two different states in the US, and you'll find people from other states. She's from Utah, people like from Utah, North Dakota, Florida. They are the most soft people, I think, in the US. They get their feelings hurt by you blinking. Their feelings got hurt. So that was her complaint. I disagree with her complaint. It's just they're very stern people here. And you're only here for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks. Now you've gone to another city. You know? You're going to find different types of people, like I said. It's going to be people, no matter what's going on in their life, when they go to work, they smile, and they're like sociable, they just la 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 la. Those. And then you have the most stern-faced people, and that's it. And you just have to continue on with your day. It's not going to ruin your day, but just go on with your day, you know? But don't complain about something here when in your country it's 10 times even worse. The other complaint was, it's dirty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, you're gonna find dirt. You're gonna find bags of trash here, there, but you are going to find it throughout the law. I think throughout Albania. And I've been to different parts of Albania since I've been here for 4 months. But one thing she didn't tell you, that around 6:30 in the morning while she was sleeping, right? She has that privilege to sleep in and get up whenever she wants, right? There's people out here with this little broom kind of thing sweeping and picking up that dirt. And then the garbage truck comes and empties out the bins, and then all that dirt that's, that's on the ground next to it, they come and they sweep it and they take it away. They might not clean as fast as you might think, but it gets cleaned. The people here that own business, you constantly see them sweeping the sidewalk. I even saw a lady mop the sidewalk. She threw water and started mopping that sidewalk. I was just like watching her going, I've never seen someone mop the sidewalk. She didn't say that, but you'll see it here. Once again, if I go to the US, I will find dirt, and no matter what state you tell me, it's gonna be dirty. I went to New Orleans. That was a dirty city. Dirty city, New Orleans. Matter of fact, my city, right? New York City is dirty. I got no complaint. Do you see me getting my feelings hurt when people say, oh, New York City is so dirty, disgusting, smell? Nope. Because we know that. And what? It's still the best state there is. But yeah, it's dirty. So you're gonna find dirt in Valor? Yeah. But guess what? Valor is an amazing city. Amazing city. That if you come to Albania, it's one of the cities you should come visit. So that was her second complaint on something that I find absolutely petty. It's completely petty. You have to leave your opinions to the side and put down real facts out here. It's not about your emotion, about you, I saw trash. Yeah. But they pick it up. Maybe by the time you got up at noon, there was more trash, right? Because from 6 to noon, there's gonna be people walking around and there's gonna be trash. But trust you, it's gonna get picked up. Her other complaint was people staring. Yes, people do stare. Absolutely sure. You know why? Because you're not from here. You're not from here. I'm not from here. We're immigrants here. And if you're black, they're going to stare. You know why? Because this is a white country. This is a white country. And you gotta, that's why I tell you to read. If you're picking a country to move, read about that country. Read about the history of that country. Right? You know why? Because this country many, many years ago was isolated. No one came here. That's how the government had it. No one was able to visit here. But now, more every year, more and thousands of people. You got all types of people that come. So now where thousands of people come from all over the world, the people from Albania will stare at you. Even kids look at you. Because we look different to them, right? And they stare. And it's not a stare to make you feel uncomfortable. It's not that type of stare. It's just that stare of, it's a stern look, and there's a stare of, you're not from here. And just curiosity. It's a curiosity of, where you come from, you know? Like, why are you here? That's it. In your country, you do it the same, but you make people feel uncomfortable, and you say horrible things, and you also become violent in your country. And I know that's a fact because it happened to me. When I was a younger guy, around 10, 11 years old, I rode my bike with my buddy to Howard Beach, and Italians chased us, threw us bottles, called us all kinds of names, and that's how you do in the US. Here, we don't get that. Ain't nobody throwing bottles at you. No one's calling you names, and if they do, they'd say it in Albania, and I have no clue what you just said. But no one does that. No one does that at all. Gotta know the history. Read. The history in this country is an amazing, strong history. I don't want to talk about your history because it's not strong. But anyways, that's for a whole different video. And a lot of you are gonna get your little buttholes all hurt. But I say it as is. Come to Albania. Albania is a beautiful country. Is it for everyone? No, it's not. It's definitely not for that person from Utah. I think she should just go to another country, preferably hers, and stay over there. She has way too much of that American entitlement of, you know, if they're so-called mean, they hate Americans. In the same video, she'll be like, but I went over here and they were so loving, and they were so friendly, and they love Americans. So if they're stern faced, what you claim not friendly, they hate Americans. If they laugh and they're like, oh, to your happiness, you know, friendly, they love America. Who cares if they love America or not? When you have such a horrible ruler. But that doesn't define the individual of America. This is not all Americans. So anyways, I thought I would come in and clarify these horrible reviews where people say, these are the things that I don't like about them. Make sure they're facts. That's all I'm saying. You know, and if those are the things, you know, of moving to a country, are they going to be friendly to you? You got to give time to the people in Albania. You got it, and it depends on what city. Albania is, you know, it's not a tiny country. It's a good-sized country, and it all depends where you go. But you gotta remember, there's all types of people, you know, and you're new here, so it gets until they get to know you and things to that. Are they friendly people? Yes. But there's some not so friendly. Yes, too. Not everybody in Albania is friendly, but that shouldn't ruin, nor should it discourage you if you want to escape that horrible country you live in and come live a great life over here, you should do it. You should look at the other things that counts more to you on checks more of your boxes to live here than those. To me, those are very minor little things that don't affect. I hope you're having amazing, and don't forget, if you haven't come to Albania, come visit. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have a great time. And as always, Felamindeti Shema.